on a minute. Wonderful. Don't be touching it. Don't be touching it. Okay. What are we doing?
We're hiking.
We're hiking.
Yep.
Some reason why you have this?
Because I can.
Well, okay.
Oh, hey, no, don't disarm me, man. Hey,
all right.
Get your hand off. Why are you taking my fucking gun? I'm not touching the gun. All right, I'm putting this on tape.
I'm being recorded too.
Good, I haven't done it. You're trying to disarm me illegally.
I am going to disarm you.
Illegally?
No, sir.
Am I threatening you?
Once I find out there's no issue, then we're
am I doing something against the law?
Be on your way.
Am I doing something against the law?
Keep your hands away from the gun.
I don't have my hand near the gun.
Put your other hand away from the gun.
I'm holding my camera.
Get it away from the gun.
It's away from the gun.
Okay.
Now, you gonna let me go?
No, I'm not gonna let you
You're
go.
about to get yourself a civil lawsuit.
You can get a civil lawsuit or whatever we need to do right now until I find out you can legally have the gun and you can be out here.
Oh, do I need a license to hold this gun? Dude, I'm telling you right now, we're having issues. Chris, wait, I'll tell you what, let me give my camera to my son and I will do everything you ask.
Put your hand behind your back.
Chris, come here and get my camera. Chris, come here and get my camera. I'm taking my camera off. I'm not touching my gun. Okay, let go of this camera for a second. Hands, untie it. There you go. Now I want you to record this. Is it recording? Let me see the back
behind your back.
Let me see the back side.
Put your hand behind your back.
Okay, now I'm gonna do everything you say. Hey, dude! There. My hands are behind my back. No, Chris, keep the camera on me. Can I ask you what I was doing wrong?
Tell you, I can find out you can legally have the gun.
So you can just stop anybody in the world
for rudely displaying, yes.
Oh, how am I rudely displaying a gun? I'm walking. Just unhook it right there. Keep the camera on me.
Yes.
Can you guys get a supervisor out here?
Yes, the sergeant.
Good. Make sure it's on me. This officer, who's completely out of control. Sir, is it against the law to carry an open firearm like that? Well, let me answer your question. No, it's not. I've done nothing illegal. But yet this guy decides he wants to throw me against the car when I've done nothing. No, he has no right to disarm me if I'm not breaking the law. No, he does not. No, he doesn't. If he feels threatened, he may disarm me. But I have done nothing to threaten his job. I'm talking to your freaking sergeant right now. It's in my pocket.
Which pocket?
This one right here. Whoa. Hey, am I accused of crime? I'm not late. I do not consent to you going through my wallet. I do not consent to you going through my wallet. Is this on camera?
Do you have any more guns
I do
over
not.
here?
Yes, I do. I have a 45 on my side. On my left side. Yes, I have a concealed carry permit. Okay. Sir, you have no right to go through there. I'm telling you right now.
Resist that too.
Yeah, he didn't ask me for it, did he?
Not would you carry this notion. I wouldn't have asked you either.
He could have asked me for my concealed carry permit. But even if I did not have a concealed carry permit, I can walk around with a rifle.
When you alarm people and they call us, then we can tell
Okay, and did you explain to them what the law is, sir?
They don't care what the law is.
What? Do you care what the law is?
This day and age, they're alarmed when they see somebody with weapons.
Do you have any more weapons on you?
We have the right by law to disarm you until we...
Okay, do you know what that law says? That law says if you feel threatened, you may disarm
somebody carrying this.
Well, if you feel threatened, you're a sorry excuse for a police officer.
Well, then
Me and my son.
Loaded rifle.
It's loaded, but it's not chambered. Oh, okay, well,
I don't know that.
Hey, I feel threatened because you're carrying a loaded firearm.
We're licensed. We're allowed to. We're exempt from the law.
You ain't exempt from the law.
Yes, we are.
Well, you guys think you are the law or something? You have to follow the law. Are you taking my firearm?
Oh, I'm securing them in here until we're done.
Okay, now, can we figure out what I did against the law? Why did you stop me?
Because we got a call.
You had a call.
Walking around with a firearm.
Okay, and you came out, and was I doing anything threatening, officer?
And I asked you to stop. You continued to walk, then you did stop, and you turned around. I I told you I was going to take the gun. It's what.
Whoa, no.
And you started resisting back.
Oh, bullshit. Hey, when you told me to stop, I stopped. You said, come here, and I stopped. You didn't say it on your loudspeaker. If you said it, I didn't hear you. I turned around and I stopped.
And no, you didn't do it on loudspeaker.
Exactly. So when I heard you say stop, I stopped. Didn't I? Hey, dude, I've got a fucking bad back from Iraq. Will you let me stand up straight? Thank you. I'm trying to get my back straight because you're killing me. Yes, this is my son. We're out doing.
What? Display how to take care of stuff.
What a bad excuse you guys are showing for police force.
No, actually, it's a bad excuse. It's bad. Go ahead and take the gun and secure it.
No. You did not. Hey, listen, I'm not going to sit here and let you lie like this. Okay? You did not ask me for my gun. You just started taking it from me. Okay? That is not how you disarm a citizen. If you'd have said, sir, will you hand me the gun? Or, sir, will you drop the magazine? I would have done just that. But you wanted to be a freaking prick.
I'm not in the habit of doing that with anybody with a firearm. That's dangerous.
Like, just because a guy's got a firearm, he's dangerous.
Yes, sir.
See, that's the problem with the police force today, isn't it?
No, sir,
Yes, it is. I'm an Iraq and Afghanistan war
What would you
veteran.
do if you came up to somebody that was armed like that in Iraq?
This isn't Iraq, dude.
It doesn't matter.
We're in Temple, Texas.
People shoot just as quick here as they would anywhere else.
Okay, how many CHL holders shoot like that? 0.18% of CHL holders commit crimes. 0.18%. You never asked to disarm me. You tried to take my weapon from me by force.
I have a right to disarm
No, you do not.
Yes, I do.
You have a right to disarm me, but you can't take it from me.
Yes,
you can ask me for my weapon. You can ask me for my weapon, but you cannot take it from me.
I'm not going to let you put your hands on it and shoot me.
Who said I was going to shoot you?
I don't know you.
I don't know you either. You could be a rogue cop. You guys aren't all saints. Now, can you tell me what I'm being charged with so I can go about my way?
Right now,
my son
you're
and
being detained.
Why am I being detained? What crime have I committed? What crime have I committed? Why am I being detained?
Because you were carrying firearms.
That's not illegal. In the state of Texas, it's not illegal. Now, why am I being detained?
Exactly what I told you. We got
Okay, but that's not against the law. What law have I broken?
We have the right to come investigate.
Okay, I got you.
Until we're done, we have the right to take your firearm away from you to make sure it's safe. That we're safe. Everybody else is safe.
Okay, and you just found out that I haven't broken any laws, right?
We don't know what you've been doing all
I just told you I am doing a 10-mile hike for my son's Eagle Scout project.
I wasn't here. I didn't hear that.
I just told you.
You didn't tell me. You just
Okay,
There anything about a scout.
You know, it's funny. You didn't ask me a single
No, I
question.
didn't ask you about where you were going.
The whole time you've been here, you have not asked me a single question. All you've done is use brute force. You guys should have brown shirts on. I support the police department. I come here and I get this kind of treatment. That guy was completely out of
back
line.
and seat my car. Keep walking. I stopped to get out of the car. I asked him to come back.
Completely out of line.
As soon as I start to approach him, he starts to reach up, kind of, that I'm going to take the gun off of him.
And it could have been a lot worse.
I reached up with the gun
Because
to
he was
control it.
illegally handling me.
At that point, he just starts
And I had every right to defend myself
moving and
if I wasn't doing anything wrong. But I'm a
which
law-abiding
point I
citizen.
drew and forced him down the car. And basically was holding him there till y'all got here because I knew you were coming. And I was just trying to control him.
Yes, sir, I do.
And he's not. I had to put his hands behind his back. If you had to put his hands behind his back, he was trying to get his camera phone out and record it.
I can't help it. You can look into it, but it's not against the law. Okay, well, why am I being detained and not like why now? Why am I down?
I look, I see, because it's a viewable window in the gun, in the mag. I see.
I'm still fine. Chris, did he ever ask me to remove a weapon?
At that point, he just starts pushing forward, not doing what he needs to do.
All he did was control straight up and grabbed my rifle and went outside.
Like I said, whenever he started doing all that, I split him on the car and threw on him to his car.
I guess there are a lot of people around here that are getting drive up their son next to them.
Place out that shouldn't have. It should have been. Yes, sir. Here's my gun. You can take it when we're done. I mean, it didn't get to the point where I had a chance to discuss it.
I have no weapons on me. Can we take these cuffs off?
Hold on. You know, whenever I started, you can't do this.
I'd like to do this. No, I'd like to be in front of your camera.
You're under arrest. You're going to jail.
What am I under arrest for? What am I under arrest for? I did not resist, sir. Yeah, call mom. When did I resist, sir? You guys have gotten everything off of me. You said, where's your weapon? I showed you my weapon. Where's your ID? I showed you my ID. So you guys have to admit something because you're embarrassed. You screwed up with a law-abiding citizen. Because your officer manhandled me for no reason, and you guys have got to come up with some sort of charge.
You have the right to resist an officer.
I didn't resist an officer. Are you calling mom? Yeah, come on, Ray. You don't have to. Come on. What do you want me to do? I'll take it off. Good God. You don't have to.
You want your son to have your backpack?
Yes, I'll take my backpack.
What about your phone? You want another phone?
No, I want my phone.
You got his wallet, Bob? Yeah. You got his wallet? Okay.
And how long are you keeping me in jail for?
I'm sick.
Wait. Where's my son going? Where's my son going? Hey, wait. I need to talk to my son real quick. Hang on. No, don't stop yet. I need to talk to my son real quick.
What's all? Yeah.
I need to talk to my son real quick. Chris, have mom call Brett Pritchard, the lawyer. Let him know what's going on, okay? He's going to take you home, all right? So when mom gets home, don't worry about me, it's fine. When you get home, tell mom to call Brett Pritchard, okay? Because we're going to file a lawsuit. All right. Don't worry about it. He's going to take you home, okay? These guys aren't bad guys unless they get embarrassed. You can turn it off now. Hey, Chris, don't answer any questions. Just go home. You don't have to tell him anything.
Yeah, we got everyone. Okay. Yeah, it's on there. It's in his wallet. Okay.
The irony of your sign here doesn't escape me. We work for God.
Watch, veteran nearly killed by cops for legal open carry wins $175,000, gets gun back. By Jack Burns, July 9, 2017. Temple, Texas, after more than 4 years, and $175,000, an Iraq War veteran finally has his firearms back following a confrontation with police that went viral in 2013. Temple police seized a blackjack firearms AR-15 and a Kimber Ultra Carry Pro 2.45 caliber handgun from Army First Sergeant C.J. Grisham, after they apprehended him on the side of the road, while he and his 15-year-old son were hiking for an Eagle Scout project in March 2013. The entire incident was caught on film, and instantly went viral, causing outrage over the violation of Grisham's civil rights. In the video, a compliant but objecting Grisham can be seen arguing the legality of the stop, the manhandling treatment he receives and his subsequent arrest. Grisham knew his rights under Texas law, after having successfully completed concealed carry weapons training and securing his concealed handgun license. He also knew the stop was illegal. Officer Steve Ermis was the first officer to make contact with Grisham and his son. Instead of inquiring as to whether Grisham had a CHL for the weapons he was carrying, Ermis approached Grisham, reached out and grabbed the AR-15, and as soon as Grisham's hand came near it, Ermis pulled out his own gun and pointed it at Grisham. Even though he was legally open carrying his long gun, and legally concealed carrying his handgun, Grisham was manhandled by police, and when he questioned the officer's legal reason for detaining and disarming him, he was arrested. Ermis first charged Grisham with the misdemeanor of resisting arrest, but later changed the charge to interfering with the duties of a peace officer. Ermis then claimed that confronted Grisham for walking on the wrong side of the road. Read more, CA House passes bill to ban cops from helping feds bust people for pot. Not only was Grisham charged with criminal activity, but he was forced to defend himself in court against the charges. Even though the first trial ended with a hung jury, he was eventually convicted in the second trial of interfering with the duties of a law enforcement officer, a misdemeanor, but it wasn't without a hefty price. Grisham's court costs, legal fees, and miscellaneous costs were paid for by selfdefensefund.com and totaled $175,000. Larry Kielberg Fund's national director told the Temple Daily Telegram, Grisham's case was the result of an out-of-control legal system starting with a bully cop, manipulation of the charges to fit the defense case, followed by a very biased judge, Neil Richardson. The video suggested otherwise. The officers on the scene told Grisham he was grossly displaying his firearm, and that people were in fear. Ironically, the only dangerous actions taking place with Grisham's firearms happened when Ermis disarmed Grisham. The officer slung the rifle wildly, even pointing it in several directions without first clearing the rifle and ensuring it was unloaded. Grisham questioned the Temple police officers' knowledge of the law, and they proudly replied that they were exempt from the law and that the citizens don't care what the law is. But it's what happened to Grisham's guns after his arrest that is making news today. His blackjack firearms AR-15 and Kimber Ultra Carry Pro 2.45 caliber handgun were not promptly returned to him, even after the trial ended. It took over 4 years for Temple police to return his weapons, even after he demanded them back in December 2013. At first, the police department claimed they didn't have them. Then they said a court reporter had possession of them in a secured room, but still didn't return them to him. Read more, Denver PD caught stealing people's assets, using them to pay for massive propaganda campaign. Following the ordeal, Grisham became the face of Open Carry Texas in 2014. The gun rights organization pushed for the ability to open carry handguns in Texas, which became legal in January 2016. On June 30, Temple police finally released Grisham's weapons to him. The Temple Daily Telegram reported that Grisham's first actions were to clean and test fire both weapons to make sure that they still worked. I'm relieved that after 1,567 days, I finally have the guns back that were stolen from me by Temple Police Department on a backcountry road where I was minding my own business, Grisham said. Once again, local police have proven they apparently have more power than the U.S. Constitution. They can not only detain and disarm someone, but they can make up charges, force a man and his family to go through lengthy and stressful court proceedings, and prevent him from protecting his family with legally obtained and possessed weapons. Oh yeah, and now he also has a criminal record. Grisham sued in court but the case was dismissed. He could still appeal to the Texas Supreme Court, but he has not stated whether or not he will.
Hey Sheriff, we have a question about why your office, your intelligence division, is investigating private citizens for criminal investigation that happen to be activists that are overseeing your department. Why would you have your intelligence division investigate private citizens? We have done...
For life hating so much.
Sir, we don't hate anyone. We love freedom and we love American people. And government is out of control. That's why you're seeing such a revolt nationwide. Why can't you just answer, why is Susan Edwards, your intelligence division, investigating private citizens? This should not happen.
Are you here to apply for a job?
Possibly I might be applying for a job, but that's irrelevant to my question. Why would you ask that question?
Well, enjoy the fair.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Excuse you?
Excuse me, sir.
So those of you that haven't
Wow.
been on a bike before, we're
Sheriff's
just
getting a little too pushy.
is
You
the
work
hard
for
part
us, Sheriff.
in
Just
keeping
keep that in mind. At one time we respected you, but not with that type of attitude.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County Cop Watch, and I wanted to explain what fair use is. You can use pieces of news articles if you're doing it for news reporting, you have commentary, and you're doing it for education purposes. So that's what fair use is, as you can see right here. Another reason why I wanted to make this video is to let you know I have just joined with Patreon. A nice thing with Patreon, I make no money on YouTube. They took the money away years ago, and so this is another way to give, and it's a nice thing too because you can give monthly. You can give $1, $5, $10, whatever. I do 4 to 5 hours a day on trying to wake the sheeple up on how corrupt it is and different ways that you can fight the corruption. So Patreon is a way that you can do it, and then of course the old way is still there. Donate to Sheriff County Cop Watch with PayPal or credit card. So keep that in mind. 4 to 5 hours a day. I make no money, but the corruption happened to me and I'm sick of it, so I'm trying to wake people up. But my wife would love it if some, if we could get some help out there. There's 47,000 subscribers. Just think if each one of you subscribers just gave a, let's say, actually, yes, $1 a month. 47,000 subscribers gave $1 a month. That would be awesome. That's not going to happen. But anyways, that would be great if it did happen. But, do the math in your head. Just think about it. Like I said, 4 to 5 hours a day. I get no money from YouTube. YouTube has gone nuts. You can't do anything anymore. They're taking the money away everywhere. So these are a couple different ways that you can still help out with all this time that I put in. And as you know, I'm in a special situation where, at least I can do it. 4 to 5 hours a day. We have a cleaning company during the day. That's what allows me to do this, and we're debt free. So this is my hobby. I don't go fishing and all that other crap. I try to save the world. So help me out to make the wife happy, man. In fact, if you guys did give $1 a day, and there was 47,000 of you, and you did it, and each of you gave $1, and that was every month, oh my God, yes, I could quit. I could start suing them. Another idea too that we have is, if I got, some funds, we could actually contact everyone that has been ticketed and or arrested and put in jail and start sending them postcards to let them know we're here, and to see if everything went all right, and if it didn't, find out their story. So we could even do more investigations and more lawsuits. Lawsuits take money. So just think about that. 47,000 of you so far right now. $1 a day. $1 a month on Patreon, or $5 a month Patreon, 10, 20, whatever. Just do the math in your head. Help out. This is a lot of work every single day. Thanks.